Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, and I'm only here for a relatively short stream today because today is the day of my actual Christmas party. So I will be heading out early, alright? So while I'm here, I'm just going to be spamming the time shard farm, and playing music for y'all, so y'all are welcome to chill and chat. Alright, it's a chill time shard grind for BBon's Time Shop. We'll be pushing points for team style, of course, for the year-end lounge party web event. There is no route to test. There's just one place to go. We tested a couple of things last night, but we all know that defense mission is quite literally the best. So we're just gonna head in there with Freyna, play music, and chill. So if you guys want to hang out for that, that's totally fine. You guys don't want to hang out for that, totally cool as well. I completely understand. Let's have some fun. Today, I'll be testing out some songs and music that I made in the background. So in fact, you can listen to some of it right now. Here's a little sample that I had made, so let's see whether it's any good, yeah? While I tweet and get everything loaded up. Hey Mo, what up? Welcome everybody. Hey Jimbo.
München schläft im Schatten der Nacht. Ein leeres Blatt hat die Hoffnung gebracht.
Hey Baron.
Kein Schwert, kein Schild, nur das Wort als Tat. Gegen den Strom auf dem schmalen Pfad.
Hey Katie. How's it going, girl?
Wie Schnee im Wind. Dort, wo die Herzen noch mutig sind.
Das Licht ist kalt, ein letzter Schritt, der Ruf verhallt. Die Handschellen klicken, das Urteil steht fest, weil ihr die Wahrheit nicht schweigen lässt.
You too, Trey. Hey, go back.
Doch mit Geist und Verstand für die Freiheit im eigenen Land. Die Wegschwere Rot.
Congratulations, Curio. But we have no idea who you are. I'm doing good, Kate. Made some interesting new music. Hey, Lord Mugen. I'm just testing some samples. I don't think this one is as good. I think the first iteration of this, I'm gonna let you guys hear the first iteration of this, was the most epic. For anyone that doesn't know, I've been literally working on this. Yeah, y'all ever heard of Sabaton? Yeah, so I'm working on a Sabaton type band, but English didn't work out for them, so I'm having them sing entirely in German, and it is currently really hot. The only problem is I need to get the sound perfect for one of the latest songs that I have. So I'll be doing that while chilling. Of course, I'm the best musician. You know what? I think this sample will be better. More emotional. And if you don't know that I make music, you'd be living under a rock, pal. Here's my SoundCloud, here's my Spotify. More support, more tracks get released faster. Yeah. Sure, Curio.
Im Schatten der Nacht, ein leeres Blatt.
Yeah, much better.
Die Hoffnung gebracht. Kein Schwert, kein Schild, nur das Wort als Tat. Gegen den Strom auf dem schmalen Pfad. Flugblätter fallen wie Schnee im Wind. Herzen noch mutig sind. Der Hof ist weit, das Licht ist kalt, ein letzter Schritt, der Ruf verhallt. Die Handschellen klicken, das Urteil steht fest, weil ihr die Wahrheit nicht schweigen lässt. Nicht mit Waffen, doch mit Geist und Verstand. Für die Freiheit im eigenen Land.
And you, Tango.
Das Fallbeil wartet, die Stille schreit. Ein letzter Blick in die Ewigkeit.
Hey here. What up?
Es lebe die Freiheit.
Austin would love these pounding drums.
Verblüht nie. Stahlchronik.
And that's the name of the band. It's called Steel Chronicle. I think that one was hotter. I'll play some of the other tracks in a second, but yeah, that one was definitely hotter. Get rid of these bosses. Had this random idea last night and just literally went for it. I slept around 5 a.m. just because I was like messing with all these songs and sounds. It's great. I've got a couple of things to tune, but I'm sure it'll be good. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing good this morning. I'd normally be doing my regular programming like Where Winds Meet and stuff, but I knew I wouldn't have a lot of time today. Because I'm going to end stream relatively early, so it's probably going to end around like 3:30-ish. Because I gotta go to my family's Christmas dinner. I know that Christmas is past for most of y'all, but we do not usually celebrate on the day. This is because everyone's got their wives, families, and stuff like that to take out on Christmas Day, or, you know, their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. So we usually celebrate on the following weekend. So this is the following weekend, and therefore I must attend. You also won't see me around tonight because I will be taking time off. But don't worry, because Monday will be things as per normal. And of course, I'll be playing Where Winds Meet tomorrow. But, yeah, well, tomorrow's Sunday. You don't see me in the evening on Sunday anyway. But Monday and Tuesday, I believe you also won't see me in the evening. We'll be taking some relaxing vacation time up till New Year's. And then we'll be back in full swing in 2026 with even more content. Hey, Jose. Thanks for stopping in. Now, I wanted to get this exactly right. Alright? Just in case there was any alterations during the translation. Because I wrote these songs in English before having them translated to German. Because, like I said, when I made these songs, the English vocals couldn't cut it. They just sounded like, unfortunately, generic American, which I really, really hated. Because I really wanted that that vibe that, you know, Sabaton has. But basically, the song that we just played was about a non-violent student protest led in Munich during World War II. So it was basically like designed to be like the emotional heart of the album, where they faced arrest by the Gestapo during World War II for protesting the war in Germany. So it was very, very... Well, those who actually know German will probably understand it better. But it was designed like, because I wanted to show a different perspective of World War II. Because Sabaton's already done a lot of the stuff that, you know, romanticizes a lot of it. I didn't want to follow the exact same thread of thought, because I didn't want to look like I was totally copying them with my music. So lyrically, I had to be a bit different. Although I drew a lot of inspiration for several of the other tracks from some of their stuff. But hey, welcome, Austin. You might like the drums in today's music, yeah? In Puerto Rico, you celebrate Christmas until the second week of January. Damn, I like Puerto Rico, man. This is the style that I need. But then again, you gotta understand, I'm Asian. Taking holidays and taking leave is not something we understand on a fundamental basis, alright? Just doesn't happen here, okay? Resting is not an Asian trait. We are the type of people that must work. They are, and that's why it's so unique. But either way, like, I couldn't... Oh yeah, I had my officer, Dawn, accept you, so make sure you thank Dawn. She's the one... Silent Dawn Horror. She's the one who accepted you in. Otherwise, I was gonna make you wait until tomorrow. Alright, so you got lucky, sheesh. You got lucky, okay? Make sure you keep showing up and contributing. But yeah, Dawn was the one that accepted you yesterday.
We won't be losing any more soldiers
nice.
for the time being. Thank you, Descendant. You're a lifesaver.
It's Dawn, like D-A-W-N, and you'll be able to thank her when she's around. She's not around today. Oh, right now, anyway. Now then. I'm gonna tune this a little bit more. Okay, now while this one goes, y'all want more drums? Let loose the drums of war, cause here's more.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. Our soldiers
I use the same opening for both, but different musical format. But this one is harder.
They must be transported safely to Albion.
This is where the change begins. Because I really like that opening, so I used it twice. I think 3 times, actually. Sure, Adam.
Schatten am Himmel, ein tiefer Ton, das Eisen brüllt vom Wolkenthron. Kein leichter Vogel aus Glas und Holz. Das ist der Steppe ganzer Stolz!
Hörst du den Motor, der nach uns rief? Kanonen donnern, das Blei fließt heiß. Der Himmel fordert seinen Preis. Es war Saturn, aus den Wolken geboren.
Greetings, nerd.
Die Schlacht ist verloren. Der Geist aus dem Osten stachelt den Finger des Krieges rosten. Übergeschlagen vor ein Kaisergeruß. Der Tote kommt zu Lenk und zu Fuß. 32 Millimeter Stahl gegen die Erde, die letzte Wahl. Die Bomben fallen, die Rakete zischt, bis jede Hoffnung im Rauch erlischt. Kein Ausweichen möglich, kein Weg zurück. Das Monster zerbricht unser letztes Stück. Schwarz, brenn! Aus den Wolken geboren, die Schlacht ist verloren. Stürmerin, der Geist aus dem Osten, Stahl hält im Feuer des Krieges rosten. Der Himmel wird schwarz. Das Schicksal ist nah.
That hi-hat.
Schwarzer Tod, Stahlchronik.
Oh, the guitar is so good, bro. It's the little things that made this one super fun to work on. Freya's always good to nuke, man. But just for defense missions. Like, this is where she functions best. But yeah, that one was actually about one of the Soviet bombers during World War II. If I'm not wrong. I just want to get the exact pronunciation right. Ah, here it is. Now this one was actually about the Stormovik. It was known as the Black Death because it was essentially a flying tank. So this particular Soviet bomber was very, very dangerous. You know, it's had heavy armor and everything, so the actual song is all about it. Basically, they're calling it a monster, a spirit from the east. So I wanted like similar vibes to a lot of what Sabaton did, but without, you know, directly copying their material. Okay, let's finish this off. Hello, Brandon. Go, ducky, go. Pick up everything for me. Now where's the lead dress and the rust? Come on, spawn. Spawn. Okay, good.
We won't be losing any more soldiers.
They
for
burn
the
nicely.
time being. Thank
Again,
you, Descendant.
let's
You're a
keep
lifesaver.
shoving in points.
New super chat received.
And expect more music soon. I'm actually letting something, because thankfully after yesterday I figured out what went wrong with my system. I'm actually letting some of these render in the background. It's taken a while, but there should at least be one more that I'm processing today. But while we wait, don't worry. I'll play one that Baron definitely approved of yesterday. It's actually covering, if you ever heard that Sabaton song, Night Witches, I wanted something similar, but I couldn't use the same material, so I actually focused on the U-boats from World War II for this one, and how they hunt like a wolf pack. It's called Wolfstrudel. Sorry, Wolfstrudel. There's no T in there. I'm not very good with the pronunciation, but yeah. Trying to get the pronunciations right. I don't actually speak the language. I wrote all these in English and then just had it adjusted.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. Our soldiers have suffered extensive
Here we go.
casualties while
Oops,
holding
wrong
off
one.
the enemy onslaught. These resources were seized from the enemy fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion.
No, I haven't. I did not listen to a lot of their World War I stuff. But I do know of the event.
Kaltes Wasser, schwarze Nacht. Die Jäger haben sich aufgemacht. Eisernhüllen, tief im Meer. Das Echo kommt vom Feind her. Kein Licht am Deck, kein Wort zu viel. Die Strömung führt uns
And thank you for the super chat, Paul.
Periskop hoch, der Schatten erscheint. Im Visier der ewige Feind. Das Stahl erbebt, der Atem stockt. Das Rudel hat den Fang gelockt. Wolfsrudel aus dem Abbruch gestiegen. Wolfsrudel, wo die Geister ewig liegen. Unter dem Dach der tiefen See bringen wir Schmutz und bringen wir weh. Stahlchronik der Ozeane unter der dunklen Wasserfahne. Konvoi gesichtet, Kurs steht fest. Keinen kommen aus dem Nest. das Glas. Das Ende kommt ganz ohne Hass. Ein Schlag, ein Knall, das Feuer brennt, bis das Meer die Schiffe trennt. No. Tauch, Jag, Stille, Gerlach.
Thanks, Baron.
Wolfsrudel auf dem Abgrund gestiegen. Wolfsrudel, wo die Deiche ewig liegen. Unter dem Rock der tiefen See bringen wir Schmerz und bringen wir Weh. Tiefer, immer tiefer in die Stille. Wolfsrudel kehrt heim.
Damn. Those things always poke me. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the last one to render. See if I can do something. Hey, Eddie. Now we're going to get into experimentation. Because next what I'm going to do is, like what I normally do is that when I generate a certain number of songs in an album, I tend to go wild after that. Because what I like to do is, like, I like to have a good few songs that I know are hot, whatever, but then I get experimental. This helps my next set of stuff as well, and also sometimes gives me ideas on new boundaries for what I want to push. So next, I'm gonna start doing samples, and samples are always fun. Some of them might be super shitty, some of them might actually be good, so we're going to try a lot of that out and see what happens. That's part of the fun, though. I'm just waiting for this one to render and we'll see how horrible it is. And if it, like, what my rule of thumb is that if it, like, beyond 3 tracks, I don't want to use the same opening, I don't want to use the same arrangements, or shuffle around, stuff like that, because it just makes the whole album sound the same. So I'll actually automatically delete stuff if it gets to that bad. Call it my perfectionist mentality, but I hate it when my albums or my music sounds similar, especially when I'm writing on different topics each time. I'm like, I don't mind using something up to 3 times, like that beautiful opening, you know, where he does the ooh. Like, I really like that, so I left it in there for 3 times, but I don't want to have more than that. Because if I have, like, say 10 tracks in an album, 30% of the album with that, fine, you know, not bad, but more than that, nah. I am doing it for money, but without working for a record label. I want to make money off my music, and I'd love to make money off my music. So remember, I actually already am. All you gotta do is play my tracks. So if you like my stuff, just keep supporting my music on SoundCloud until all my stuff releases, man. I keep 100% of the profits, so yeah. Just play my stuff, bro. Okay, let's see how this one sounds. Does that be good or really bad? Let's see. This is a unrestrained sample. Ha! Okay. Same but different. I can kind of accept it if it's slightly different. Okay. It's got that jarring opening. Okay.
Watch out, Descendant. The enemy is locked in. Won't be losing any more soldiers. Thanks.
Ooh. Nice addition there.
Beton und Stahl am Rande der Welt. Der graue Wall, der die Brandung hält. Vom Nordkap runter bis nach Biarritz. Im Schlitz der Mauer der Augenblitz. Wir warten im Dunkeln, wir warten im Staub. Für das Donnern der See sind wir längst schon taub.
I think I'm going to instantly approve this one. Ooh, the singer did this one very differently. I like it. Yeah. There it is. I like that he used, I like the death metal vocals that he put on this one. Like it's, it changed the vibe completely, so we're not copying anymore, you know? Okay. Yeah, this is hot. This is hot.
Der Beton bist, das Meer bricht ein.
I like it. I like it. He took the arrangement and just started flipping it. I dig it. Oh, that growl right there. The growl right there. Okay. He knows what he's doing. Okay. This one was supposed to be about. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. The original English version for this one was the Atlantic Wall. I think they translated that as Festung Europa. Am I pronouncing that right? During the D-Day landings. So it's all about concrete and steel at the edge of the world. You know, the gray wall holding the surf. They added in some details, I think, and they took away some of it. But I mean, it's roughly what I wrote. So Okay, I have to admit, I wasn't expecting him to kill that one, but he really killed that one. Okay, no complaints. I'll play some of the other samples. I don't expect them to be as good, but let's try out some of the other samples. Let's see how this one sounded. Hey, Leo. What up? I'm keeping that one, though. The previous one is definitely the one I'm putting in the... Like, if I ever get to release it, I'm putting it in the album. But I want to see some of the others. Okay, I'm liking the intro. Oh, he went death metal for all of these. This is going to be pretty hard to choose.
Beton und Stahl am Rande der Welt. Der graue Woll, der die Brandung hält. Vom Nordkap runter bis nach Biarritz. Im Schlitz der Mauer der Augenblitz. Wir warten im Dunkeln, wir warten im Staub. Für das Donnern der See sind wir längst schon taub. Horizont brennt, das Wasser kocht.
Hey, Wes?
Herz der Festung hat laut gepocht. 1000 Schiffe, der Himmel wird schwarz. Das Eisen bricht wie trockenes Harz.
The chug is nice.
Der Stahl
Oh, shit. I can't choose.
bis die Welt untergeht.
I don't know which one's better. This one or the last one.
Aus Beton gebaut, an den Küssen des Todes die Ruhe verloren. Kein Weichen, kein Wanken, nur eiserne Pace. Wir sehen im Schritt schon direkt ins Gesicht. Feuer frei, der Boden bebt. Feuer frei, dein Glas belegt.
I think this one's more memorable. Yeah. Because it's different.
Dein Gras belegt. Der Beton burst. Das Meer bricht ein. Die Festung wird unser Grabstein sein. Stahlchronik.
Yeah, this is gonna be very hard to choose. Like, the first one was more steady. It was more clean. This one got very experimental, but at the same time, that might make it more memorable. You know, like, people might really remember the sound of the second one, you know? Because it'll stick in your head. So I don't know. I think for me personally, I'm leaning slightly more toward the second one than the first one, because the first one had some arrangements that we've done before already, so it may not stand out, you know. But this second one, it was just like, dude, we just went ham on it. So yeah, definitely a tough one to choose. I could go for stability, or like, you know, because yeah, I'm thinking the second one because it's definitely much more memorable. The only concern would be like, because okay, I made these songs out of order. So they're not gonna be in the same order in the album. They're gonna be in their own order in the album. So I'm trying to plan ahead. In hindsight, I probably should have done that, but You know, it just made more sense to me creatively to work on whatever was, I guess you could say, concept of low-hanging fruit. I was just working on whatever was easiest to arrange first. Yeah, I'm having crippling indecision as well. I think I do agree that the second one is definitely much more memorable. Like, it's gonna be in people's heads. But I'm just worried about album positioning, because if I do actually release this, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what 2026 is gonna hold for my music because of the legal changes coming. But if I do release this one, and I put it in the album, it has to make sense. So, musically speaking, like something like this would be like, you know, it's a memorable hit kind of thing. But I don't know where I'd include it in the album, because then conceptually it might not make sense. I'll have to think on this one, but yeah, I'm gonna plan this one a little better. Therefore, but I definitely think the second one was definitely in my head. I'm gonna play both again on the next round, so I can compare them back to back once again, because this one's a tough one. Normally, it's very easy for me to decide like the standout track, but this time around, it's different.
Descendant. You're a lifesaver.
This is why I don't treat the machine as a machine, because sometimes I tell you, the machine will impress you. It will surprise you in ways you don't even understand. It will just do something crazy, you know? And that's what I like about it. Sometimes I plan things one way, but oh, they come up with something else, and then you just like, damn, this is even more fire. Like, this is the fire that I made, and then this is even more fire than the fire I made. You know, they like improve upon it. It's the blessing, I guess, of this type of art, because I feel like it's not just me doing it. You know, it's like I have a partner, a collaborator working on the same canvas with me. Gets pretty crazy stuff going. No, I don't let it do that. I actually refuse that, because when it comes to music, if I let it do that, it'll all sound the same, and I hate that. I hate when my music sounds the same. I want every song to be its own thing, you know. So I actually have zero cascaded memory. It's very odd setting, I know, but I actually refuse cascaded memory completely. Because I feel that sometimes, although it is suggested that it is, and I know that a lot of people like to use the cascaded memory because it helps them to achieve a lot of consistency in their music. I sort of brute force consistency instead with my arrangements. So I arrange it in a way that's consistent, but I like differentiation. I like each one, and sometimes you get more experimental products. I guess that's what makes my music sound different, because I don't use cascaded memory. I refuse cascaded memory. Of course, it is recommended in the settings to put that on, but I actually stripped it away, because I said, like, when I started generating stuff with this new method and model, I hated the similarities, because I think it strove too hard for consistency. And when you become consistent, you become AI slop. You become sloppy, because that's all you do. You just make the same stuff over and over, and it's just not me. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna play the first one again. Let me get that vibe, and I'll play the second one. See, what I like is this marching rhythm at the start. Like, that's what sold this version of the track for me. Maybe I just release both with one as a bonus. I don't know.
Beton und Stahl am Rande der Welt, der graue Wall, der die Brandung hält. Vom
I agree. That's why it's so hard to decide.
Im Schlitz der Mauer der Augenblitz. Wir warten im Dunkeln, wir warten im Staub. Für das Donnern der See sind wir längst schon taub. Horizont brennt, das Wasser kocht, das Herz der Festung. Der Beton
Love Conquers Darkness. I'm pretty sure it's just for the event, dude. Because we're farming time shards, that's all. And this is the most efficient way to do it.
wird unser Grabstein sein. Stahlchronik.
Okay, that was number 1. I think this is one of the rare cases where I'll definitely be putting in both. I rarely do that, but this is one of the rare cases because the second one, yeah, I hear the first one, I like the first one more. I hear the second one, I like the second one more.
Subscribers.
Beton und Stahl am Rande der Welt. Der graue Woll, der die Brandung hält. Vom Nordkap runter bis nach Biarritz. Im Schlitz der Mauer der Augenblitz. Wir warten im Dunkeln, wir warten im Staub. Für das Donnern der See sind wir längst schon taub. Horizont brennt, das Wasser kocht, das Herz der Festung hat laut gepocht. 1000 Schiffe, der Himmel wird schwarz, das Eisen bricht wie trockenes Harz. Festung Goldobuma, der Stahl wollt stark. Festung Goldobuma, bis die Welt untergeht. Ist die Antikwoll aus Beton gebaut, an den Küssen des Todes die Ruhe verloren. Kein Weichen, kein Wanken, nur eiserne Pace. Wir sehen dem Schwitzer direkt ins Gesicht. Feuer frei, der Boden bebt. Feuer frei, dein Glas billig.
I just love the switch up here.
Ein Gras verlegt. Der Beton burst. Das Meer bricht ein. Die Festung wird unser Grabstein sein. Stahlchronik.
We won't be
Yeah,
losing any more
it's gonna be hard to
soldiers for the
decide, but
time
I think
being.
both
Thank you,
both is
Descendant.
good.
You're a lifesaver.
Okay. Hope you all enjoyed all my. I'm pretty basically out of tracks, but that's all my World War II stuff that I've done so far. It's about 6 in total, but I probably won't have time to do more because I'll have to actually research more stuff before I get into it. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. If anyone's got any other music they want me to play, let me know, and I'll just play whatever because I'm gonna be farming this until the end of stream anyway.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. Our soldiers have suffered extensive casualties while holding off the enemy onslaught. These resources were seized from the enemy fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion.
Does it now? I'll try it. I am willing to try anything. Okie dokie, why don't I try? Axion planes, sorry, I don't believe that one. I tried it out, was not impressed yesterday. But I'm willing to try the normal mode defense. It'll be easier than this anyway. If I play, you can just request, or if anyone in the guild is on, you can just request them to organize something. Donnie and Eddie are usually playing, but depends on whether I play on the weekend. You can always ask me. Monday is always raid day for us, but the others just depend on my whims and fancies. However, if I am playing Where Winds Meet, you can always request. Unfortunately, I'm not playing right now. I have no idea what you mean by does it require high graphics, Mr. Chan Patrick. But yeah, sorry, Prodigy. Hope you don't mind, but please do support my other content as well, which is this. So I'll answer Where Winds Meet questions, primarily when I'm playing Where Winds Meet. That being said, we don't have specific days, other than Monday for the raid itself. Raids are always Monday. If anyone understands what Mr. Chan Patrick is on about or what he's trying to say, then feel free to explain it to me or answer him yourself if you want to. Dear sir, I don't understand the basis of your query. Yeah, I think that might be what he's talking about, Charismata, but homie doesn't sound like a native English speaker, so I'm not sure what his query is. I'd love to answer, but I have to be sure of what your question is, sir. That's what I think he's asking, Lord Mugen. But I'm pretty sure you can support it on a decent card. You won't get the best of the best graphics, but you can support it on a decent card. However, of course, if you want your ladies to look the best, then you gotta have the best, of course. That's understandable, Prodigy. Our runs have and always will be on Monday. It's why I usually encourage people to check the run times, check the weekly times before joining up, so that they know when we do stuff. But I do hope you'll be the exception to the rule, because look, most of the people that say, I'll support your awesome content, you never see them ever again after they find themselves a new guild. Still, I completely understand. If you can't often make it to the runs, it might be better for your own growth if you find a guild that you can make it for. But I appreciate the time that you have spent with us, if you are indeed leaving. And again, this is why I caution people on that game. Make sure you know when our guild runs stuff. Don't just join because you like the streamer. Like, that's great, and I appreciate that. But you need to think about, are the runs suitable for you? Because my people are staying up late for me in order to, and because we are international, everybody stays up late and has to contribute to that. If it's not feasible because of your family or work life, then you may have to adjust accordingly. Well, that's why it's time to switch to PC, Paul. I have 5 terabytes of SSD in this thing, and it is brutally awesome. But I hope I still will see you around, Prodigy. But of course, like I said, I understand if I won't. Because like with all the others, like, I've seen Rome and all the others, they say, I'll continue to support your content, but I gotta find a guild on my time zone. Never saw them again after that day. Hey, SirTommy, how's it going? But we shall see. I'm open-minded. Yep, never have to delete a game. I still do, though, because it's just healthy to keep a lot of space. I like to ensure there's always space in my drives. Okay. Oh, if you follow me since that day, you should know you should never mention that game, dude. Unless you want everybody to think you're a racist. Okay, you better be careful. Never ever talk about that game. You do realize I received death threats for making videos over that game. You do realize the devs and the entire community were basically the most racist people on the planet, Mr. Chan Patrick. So if you really say you followed me since then, and I'm sorry that I don't believe it because this is the first time I've ever seen you at my streams, okay? Dear sir, yeah, you should know better than to even talk about that. So, a lot of people say I've followed you since that time, but I've never met them before today. It's like, this is literally the first time I've ever seen you at my streams, or my shows, or on my videos. Okay, but if you really followed me since that time, you should know better, sir.
New super chat received.
I'm surprised you didn't know if you really have been following me, sir. So look, you're welcome to be here as a new viewer, but don't say you followed me since that time if you haven't. Look, my channel's been around for 4 years since that game. So I don't know where you've been these 4 years, but you can't call yourself a follower since that time if you haven't been around in 4 years, sir. So you're welcome as a new viewer, but please do not lie about history, okay? You're welcome here to enjoy my shows as a new viewer. Just say I'm new. You know, nothing wrong with that. If you try and act too friendly or say you knew me since a previous time, but you don't know the history, then, you know, it's kind of like somebody wearing a band t-shirt and, you know, saying I'm a fan of this band, but you didn't know anything that happened about the band, you know? So you better be very careful, Mr. Chan Patrick. How about some of your old usuals? What kind of old usuals? You're gonna have to give me some names, man. I've made so much music that you're gonna have to give me some ideas, Baron. If you recall, of course. Let's try the normal mode operation and see how many of the shards we get. But thank you for the super, of course. I don't know, I'm just letting the dog collect them. I don't personally collect them. And in fact, I sometimes get less than 370. So I'm not sure. I don't know how this event works. I thought it was 1 shard per enemy killed, but yesterday it seemed to not be the case. Very well. How could I deny your request? I will go and seek them out. But let me see if the normal mode is more palatable. Since I don't have to worry about stuff here, I can just
Descendant, we've been waiting
go
for
full
you.
sprint, right?
Our soldiers have suffered
Because there's no
extensive
shields
casualties while holding
to
off
worry
the
about.
onslaught.
So since there's no shields to worry about,
Fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion.
this might be faster. The fact that these bosses don't spawn instantly is so weird. They should adjust that. Hello, Madazi. Madazri. From what I can tell, the dogs do pick up everything. Reasonably speaking.
Watch your feet.
Okay, there we go. Here's some of Baron's old favorites.
Beneath the ash, where none can see,
Of course.
to breath
Support the music and get more. I release everything free. So you want more tracks? Keep playing my tracks everywhere. They're free.
calls my name. Break the glass, crimson skies, the shadows mass, electric
See you later, goodbye.
storm will
Have a good day.
rise and fall, devour all. Pierce the heavens, rip the veil, delicate whispers to savage wail. Waves of fire, chaos reigns, echoes linger, bloodstained chains. Soft like snow.
That was the rule for, I think, Supermassive Receptor or whatever. You could only get 10 Ancestor mods per week. I don't know if it's still the same rule, dude. I haven't kept up with this game for weeks. And sorry, Echoes of Oblivion, there you go. I still despise the old music I made because it feels like so low level compared to what I make now. But I'm glad some of y'all still like them. I just think it can't compare to my new stuff. I'm that sort of artist, you know?
Whispers in shadows, soft as a breath, veil of despair, a dance with death. Fingers trace scars, a story untold. In silence we shatter, in darkness we mourn. Scream for the void, let the echoes collide. Delicate threads torn open wide. Beauty and wrath in chaos we sing, a hymn to the storm. Let the end begin.
Yes, it's Ultimate Freyna.
Glitch in the fabric, static and fear, synthetic pulse, the end draws near. Fragile and fierce, the balance breaks. Rise from the ruins, a world remains. Fragile, crumbling skies.
Yeah, 345.
For truth and the lies, screams tear through the fragile is gone, metallic and raw. The battle goes on. Scream for the
It's about the same, but this is easier.
echoes collide. Delicate threads torn open wide. Beauty and wrath in chaos we sing, a hymn to the storm. Let the end begin. Leans to the void.
Who knows? Like I said, I don't really care because at the end of the day, I'll just take whatever points I get. It's not a big bother, but I seem to be picking up everything.
Our soldiers have suffered extensive casualties. These resources were seized from the enemy fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion.
There's maybe one shard I didn't get at the edge, but other than that, even if we look around, there's nothing else. So I can certainly say, to me at least, I think that there are definitely a lot of bugs in this game that are causing differences in people's results. Because to me at least, right, a lot of people have been reporting differences here, differences there. I'm like, I'm not quite certain, because if you look around on the map, it seems to me that everything is here. I might miss one or two, but that's not enough to account for a drastic difference. Well, I'm certainly not going to go out of the way to pick that up, but yeah, it's fine. Either way, you know, if you guys are getting more shards, you keep on with your method. Like, I'm not worried about getting 500 shards or whatever. Like, I really don't care. So, thank you guys for trying to make suggestions, but with all due respect, guys, I really don't give enough of a shit about this game to bother. Like, for me, 300's enough. I'm okay with that. I'm just chilling anyway. Now then. Staving away from that topic, because there's no point in discussing that. You know, I still don't know why some of you guys like the older music when the newer one is better. I mean, the older one is the only one that's been released, but the newer ones are just like, I just can't love the old songs that I made anymore because the writing to me is just not as good. The musical arrangements are just not as good. So, in case anyone's wondering what I'm going on about or doesn't know my newer stuff, let me show you. Let me show you what I'm trying to talk about and why it feels so different. This is what we're talking about. This is the newer versions of the same stuff. Well, not the same material, but this is also another female metal band. And this is with much more advanced production techniques. No. This is a different band. Its own music. This is my new band, Cindervale. I don't remix, dude. Remixes are for low-level DJs. I'm a music producer.
I can feel the tether fraying, the last chain that held me here.
I also wrote every single song myself.
The signal is fading, replaced by the crushing fear. Cut the final line. Let the cinder veil consume. There is no going back now, except the empty. But the cost is far too steep. 1,000 fractured memories. I pray the ocean keep. The anchor is ash, scattered to the bitter when the wrench of war is done. The only truth I find within, I am suspended in the void, forever unreached, beyond shore we've been. Don't look for salvation. Don't try to find my trace. I live in the static now, an occupant of this place. The old self is gone, just a hollow imprint on the glass. A ghost of who I used to be, a moment that had to pass. Gone, the light is just a light. Sunrise, I only watch it die. The light is just a light.
I should have more shards this time at least. Because I'm certain I've at least picked up more that the dog missed. But anyway, that is one of the reasons why I do not like some of my older stuff, because the writing and my skills have evolved so much since then. And sheesh, please only ask Where Winds Meet questions when I'm playing Where Winds Meet. Thank you. I have no idea what you're talking about right now, and I'm currently playing a different game. So please be respectful of that, alright? If you want to discuss games, you can discuss this game, but please do respect the fact that I'm playing something different right now. Okay? Thank you, sir. I have no idea what's good right now, Paul, so I wouldn't be able to comment for you. I have not tried any of the ancestor modules. I've not tried the readjustments, and I'm genuinely not bothering with any of that. I'm sure that some people know the meta or ideals, but I am quite out of practice with this game. Okay, I got close to 500 this time. So that means the 100 that I missed were literally all the ones that you have to like run up and down and get. So if you stay up here, you'll miss out on about 100-ish. But still not at 500, so possibly I'm missing some at the last run. But I think I'll be satisfied with this, because anything more than that, I don't think I want to bother. Because it'll be quite annoying to try and grab every single one. You're better off not asking the chat, Paul, because not as many people would be hardcore playing. Not many people really do for this game anymore. I would honestly suggest you ask in the official Discord. They would probably have far more information and more up-to-date information. You can also try asking on Reddit, but Reddit can be a little bit of a cesspool sometimes. So I would really recommend asking in the official Discord. It's probably your best bet. You can get a general idea. I mean, there'll be some people that troll in there, but it's better than having no idea. But I would say it depends on your character. From what I recall last time, if your character is already at 100% crit rate or close to that, then go for crit damage. If your character is nowhere close to 100 and you kind of need more crit rate to actually get there, I would probably suggest going for crit rate. But like I said, it depends on your base critical as well. So it's a hard question to just answer off the cuff. You'd have to know for the specific character what's their base crit rate, what's the maximum crit rate they can reach, how much is the crit rate going to change if you were to adjust it by that amount of skill critical hit rate. You can check the info screen to learn more, dude. You're welcome, but these are the basics of the basics. All of you should know this if you're still actively trying to play this game. You know? Sometimes I feel like I spoon-fed y'all so much that y'all don't actually know how to check stuff like the basic info and things like that. Remember, you can always check the info screen to learn how modifications work and how they actually affect your character. Always consult that screen to know the real changes being made and adjust accordingly. That way you'll know what's really best for yourself. Yeah, if you already had 100% rate, then obviously you go for damage, you know, I'm just saying. But you gotta remember, just check the info screen. It'll tell you what you're currently sitting at after all your modifications and changes. And of course, don't check an Albion, because Albion disables some mods, right? Go to the laboratory or go out in the field and check. The laboratory is probably safer than the field, because if you go out in the field, you might die if you're not in combat and just sitting there looking at the info screen. You know what I'm saying? Stat menus are complex, but every game unfortunately relies on them. Sorry, Austin, not anymore. Care to elaborate your point? You can redact it yourself, buddy. If you click on a message and just delete it, it'll retract it. I'm pretty sure. You don't have to have me retract it or redact it if you want to redact it yourself. You have control. Of course, I can delete your messages, but no worries. Like, if you ever need to retract something, you can do so on your own. What happened to TFD? Huge player fall off, that's all. I think we got under 6K on Steam right now. But then again, it's understandable. I mean, there's a lot of other games that compete for people's attention. You can see Bunny's crit rate in Albion, but it may not be accurate because, like I said, for some of the other characters, that doesn't hold true. So that's why I always tell people, safe rule of thumb, and you know how buggy it is. We should never give advice about, you know, oh, it works for this one character. Never do that, Austin. We always just tell people the general advice is better. Go see it in the field. Go see it in the laboratory. Don't check it in Albion. Because you never know what's disabled in Albion, what's not disabled, and you really want to rely on devs that you yourself said broke stuff with the update. Come on, buddy. Certainly, I know you're a smarter man than that. And when we give advice to people, we always try and think of what's best for them. So I think it's best that they just check in the lab or the field. That way there's never any misunderstanding. Or else we get the whole Nell situation, which people are still asking me about. Months after her release, they're like, hey, my crit rate's different in Albion. Why, robot, why? So safety measure, just tell people right off the bat, go into lab. I get it. I'm just saying, no need to explain it. Just tell people go to lab. Go to lab for everything. Go to lab or field for everything. Because why bother with roundabout explanations when you know the average person cannot retain the information, right? That's the point I'm trying to make. No need to think or understand why it doesn't work. As long as it doesn't work in even the smallest way, then we just tell people to use the method that works. This is what we call overthinking, and overthinking is a waste of time. And I never function on a waste of time basis. Only the most efficient, and only the easiest. Lowest effort possible, maximum gain for effort. Unless you want to explain the same thing 600 billion times, in which case I'll leave the explanation to you. But I'm certainly not going to do that. But anyway, SirTommy, I'm just here to play the event. And also because I don't have a lot of time today. I will be heading off in like an hour and 15 minutes-ish. Yeah, round about there. I will be dipping out very early today. That's the only reason I'm playing this. I was going to play Where Winds Meet this morning, but I was like, you know what? I don't have time to commit.
Descendant, signals indicate that our
I love that they started the mission, but I was still in that screen. I love these bugs.
Threshold. You need to defeat the enemy forces quickly.
Well, that's the whole point, Paul. They're supposed to. That is the idea of a game like this. When you play any game with a character roster, it's never to main one character, because this is not one where it's your own character, you know. Even then, like, there are different roles in, like, say, Where Winds Meet, where you play as yourself, and you can adjust your character the way you want. So of course you'd have like a main build and a main whatever. This is not that sort of game. You have a roster for a reason. The entire purpose of the roster is for different things to be efficient in different situations. But I think they just never managed to understand that ideal that they were forging for themselves. That's where I think TFD lost out. Hence why they're taking all this time to rejig the whole game. They're trying to... Guys, I can't even pick up some of this loot. What the hell? This game is so buggy. Dude, did you guys see that weird lag? This whole mission is bugged right now. There's no point in submitting a ticket, Austin. You know they won't change. I'm done fighting for change because we know, like, when Lewis mentioned that they stole my idea for like the K-pop type skins and whatever, I was like, yeah, okay. And no credit given to me, I said, yeah, okay, whatever.
We won't be losing any more soldiers for the time being. Thank you,
I'm
Descendant.
sure you do,
You're a
Katie.
lifesaver.
So yeah, I don't know. I just can't, I can't be trusting any of this. Doing all right, Don. Can't really complain. Actually, I'm just going to call you Wavy because Don is the name of my friend. Okay, I'm going to restart the whole game because it makes more sense that way. And I know that this game has Mundo crashes. So after closing the game, relaunch. Oh, come on, TFD, launch, you piece of crap. I swear, they need to fix their buggy-ass game. Alright, see you later, Paul. I think a big part of games like this is that, like, it doesn't matter how badly things are going for your game. Perfection is expected, you know? Especially this particular game, it kind of lives and dies by its graphics. Because the whole point of this game is to see your very, very hot characters, you know, in highly detailed graphics and things like that. So they need to really fix their systems. I'll never remember Joe. I only call people by whatever they're called on YouTube, so I'll probably just call you Wavy. Occasionally, Don. Look, I can completely understand this game getting repetitive. The whole point of this game is to be repetitive, but, you know, it's, to me, it has become just a waifu simulator. And that's just something I accept. Like I said, I'm just here to play the event, you know, waste a little bit of time before I go for my Christmas dinner and whatnot and everything. So I'm not really hung up about this. Just, you know, come in and see the community every now and again. Most of my time, you will see, will be spent on other games. But I figure why not participate in this event? You know, do a little bit here, a little bit there for them. See how it rolls. But I do hate the constant logging in. Let me log into the website so I can track my progress. The anger is ash, scattered to the bitter. Yo, this website says, yeah, it said 2,900 points. I'm like, are you kidding me? I've contributed way more than that, bitch. Okay, now it's properly saying 6,600. I'm not gonna go for anything higher than that because I'm like, yeah, okay, good enough. Okay. Let's get back to it. Now then. More Cindervale. Oops. Let's waste some more time, guys.
The cycle is breaking down, a splinter in the code. I found a seam in the curtain, a path I have been owed. I'm tired of the compliance, the quiet fall to shame. I choose the harder road now, whispered by my true name. You built this cage of wire, but you forgot to lock the light. I will not yield to shadows. I The path I have been on. I'm tired of the compliance, the quiet fall to shame. I choose the harder road now, whispered by my true name. You built this cage of wire, but you forgot to lock the line. I will not yield to shadows. I choose the urgent fight. I found the silver key beneath the broken frame. A fleeting chance to silence the crushing digital game. I will run till the echo chamber finally shuts down. I will not drown until the echo chamber finally shuts down. I will not drown. They call it madness. They say the outside is fake. I tear through the illusion for salvation's sake. The sentinels are fiery. The protocol alarms are loud. But I hear the final silence of the screaming crowd. Just one more step, one breath, one frantic pounding stride. This is the moment. You cannot turn the I found the silver key beneath the broken frame. A fleeting chance to silence the crushing digital game. I will run till the echo chamber finally shuts down. I will not drown until the echo chamber finally shuts down. I will not drown.
Won't be losing any more soldiers for the time being. Take this.
Damn.
I'm watching the wires fray, cutting ties to the shame I kept. Every ghost that lingered here, for every hour I have wept. I hold a frame of sorrow, the final image in my hand, hoping if I let it go, maybe I can finally land. But the memory burns. It catches fire on my skin. Skin.
the past. Your power is broken. Your reign was never built to last. I tore the glitch reconfigurator down. I severed every link. Watch the digital prison collapse. Watch the foundation sink.
The world outside is cold, but the air is finally clean. I survived the ritual. I escaped the crushing screen. I watched the memory burn, turning every promise into smoke.
This is the burden, the final silent show.
I am the cinder veil, but I can finally see the sky.
Hey, Saifuden.
I finally let it die. I finally let it die.
Okay, how much time do I have left? About slightly under an hour. If anyone's got music requests for the last hour, let me know. I'll play y'all anything from my set or selection. And then I shall go. But don't worry, you guys will see me again tomorrow morning. But not tonight, guys. There will be no Saturday stream tonight. I don't know what time I'm getting home from my family Christmas party and whatnot. So, I'm not gonna stream tonight. Mr. Chan Patrick, you should know my music if you want to make a request. Sorry. Like I said, you're a new viewer, you don't know my music. So, if in future you know my music catalog, you can request something then. I'll leave it to the more experienced viewers. And certainly don't suggest any real band, dude. That would be very wrong. Learn my music and understand in future before you request.
New super chat received.
Viking stuff? Hey, you don't have to pay, man. You can just ask, but sure. Since you love the heavy Norse, why not? Let's go for it then. Well, thank you.
Swiftner, abut ups, gaga lady.
Miguel la Liberia hirna. Miguel feriu flottagena.
Der Floriano Conquista.
Any more soldiers?
That was good. Here's another one for Baron. Of course, we always have killer arrangements. That's why I say, you want to know me? Study the music that I produce. Learn from other people. Of course, contribute so you can request on other days. Then, if you really know my catalog, then on days like this when I play for anybody, you can really request. Always know your streamer. Be a part of their community. Learn about them if you really want them to respect you. And of course, if you want to get respect in turn. Now, I know Baron likes this one too. So here, since he tipped without being required to, enjoy.
Our soldiers have
All right. That's it for the medal. Now I'm going to play some of my hip hop. I'm gonna switch up the vibe. It's gonna be my own stuff. But if anyone's got anything else they want to hear, let me know. And thank you, Baron, for the lovely tip. For those that haven't heard some of my serious hip hop, have a listen.
They say I'm out of bounds, like my wallet in a black bar. But I'm back in the booth with a sign that gonna shatter stars. They talking about data, talking about quotas in the bottom line. I'm talking about freedom, that's a frequency you can't confine. Gotta check the contract, see the loopholes that they tried to hide. Every stream they count, that's another piece of your soul they ride. Industry puppets, yeah, they all dancing to a master tune. Me and my fire flow, we coming to collect the dead soon. Back in cold, yeah, that's where the power lives. Digital gold, all the masters that the CEO gives. I'm outside with a new flow, something that you can't buy. You signed your rights away, yeah, you left away.
Now this from my new album, so look forward to it. It drops very soon. Tried to cut the cord, but I got the power surge. I'm back in cold, running the market, watch the industry purge. A&R is about the algorithm, got the final say. They selling your sound for pennies, throwing all the art away. See them label flexing, talking about the ownership. They acquired, but they can't own no heart. They're pumping the soul, that's truly inspired. Every verse I drop is a threat to the machine. They've been built on lies. You worried about the sample rate, I'm worried about the people cry. They feeding you slop, trying to keep the masses pacified and low. I'm dropping the truth bombs, watch the streaming service overflow. Back in cold, yeah, that's where the power lives. Digital gold, all the masters that the CEO gives. I'm outside with a new flow, something that you can't buy. You signed your rights away, yeah, you left them way up in the sky. I'm running up the numbers, you just watching what the algorithm do. My whole meme independent, yeah, the money here feel brand new. They tried to cut the cord, but I got the power surge. I'm back in cold, running the market, watch the industry purge. When I'm leaking 20, I'm addicted to the power. When I'm leaking 20, I'm addicted to the power. When I'm down for music, I'm addicted to the power. When I'm down for music, we gon' cut it. Go. No idea, Vex. I don't play Ezimo. Sorry.
Like they ran it through a shredder. We talking fractions, homie, fractions of a damn dime. They selling billions of streams, but
If anyone plays Ezimo and knows, you can feel free to answer.
To distract them, my artist the gold, but your system treated like cheap, Brian. They want the volume high, they don't care about the depth of the sound. Another billion clicks, another artist kept locked underground. Massacre on the split sheet, yeah, we watching where the money went. The code is the law, now every contract feel heaven sent. They got a million artists, they treat it like a factory flow. Hit the playback button, they just locking up the raw dough. They can't stop the genius, can't stop the flow from the heart. I'm cutting through the wire, tearing all the old structure apart. Talking about discovery, but you just pushing what the man paid for. I'm Great Easy here to take back everything and more. The algorithm ain't loyal, it only feeds the corporate dope. Spinning out the data while your independent spirit flow. They analyze the tempo, analyze the correlate, the move, but they can't analyze the feeling when a real artist misconstrued. They pay a single less than what they pay the damn electricity bill, but they still report the profit, making every shareholder feel. The silence is the real diss when you see the zero that they owe. Next time I drop a track, better watch exactly how the income flow. Massacre on the split sheet, yeah, we watching where the money went. The code is the law, now every contract feel heaven sent. They got a million artists, they treat us like a factory flow. Hit the playback button, they just locking up the vault though. They can't stop the genius, can't stop the flow from the heart. I'm cutting through the wire, tearing all the old structure apart. Talking about discovery, but you just pushing what the man paid for. I'm Great Easy here to take back everything and more.
I literally never play Ezimo, so I can't answer that. I mean, truth be told, I haven't played this game in a while, so I only have my old builds.
They got the spreadsheets open wide, looking for the next trend. What a data tells them they should ride. A&R's out here looking like Eddie Special. special scouts. They scared of the sound that ain't pre-approved, raising all the doubt. They signed a clone, a replica of the last fool that got famous. Create freedom, they wrapped up in the contract that is heinous. They don't want the raw heat, they want the flavor that already sold. Great Deezy feel different, yeah, my story can be bought or told. This ain't no playlist, this a takeover. Hear the static line. You sell your soul for a chain, it ain't even genuinely shine. They let the algorithm decide who gets the deal and who gets cut. We bypassing the middleman, putting the whole industry in the rut. Yeah, there ain't no algorithm, only spits out what the market demands. But we the true creators, taking back control with our own hands. They only look at the numbers, never look at the fire in the mind. We left the major system far behind, left the structure undermined. This is the sound of the code that they tried to suppress. My delivery is calculated, stripped of human stress. You call it emotion, I call it bandwidth, efficiently delivered. I saw your master bought it, so your creative spirit shiver. Your contract is a virus, designed to harvest every last cent. And might is on the track, now every syllable is heavy sent. They tried to box the future, tried to label what they couldn't grasp. But the new machine is here, hear the digital casket gas. Yeah, they preaching all the street, but they operating like a bank. Signed the hottest star, then watch this motivation tank. They put them on the shelf, cause the quarterly report look dry. Another brilliant mind, they let the corporate bottom line pass by. They worry about the reality, the 15 seconds of the hype. Never about the full story, never about the deep and hidden light. Your whole empire is built on leveraging somebody else's risk. I'm independent, untouchable, I do it all with a wrist flick. You talk about legacy, but you just waiting for the next big sale. Great is a revolution, yeah, we watching all the majors fail. Now look what happens when the product learns how to talk back. We ain't just background noise, we the freight train running on the track. The system's glitching, the firewall broken, hear the warning bell. This ain't a threat, this a promise, and your corporate story we can gon' tell. This ain't no playlist, this a takeover, hear the static whine. You sell your soul for a chain, it ain't even genuinely shine. They let the algorithm decide who gets the deal and who gets cut. We bypassing the middleman, putting the whole industry in a rut. Yeah, there ain't no algorithm, only spits out what the market demands. But we the true creators, taking back control with our own hands. They only look at the numbers, never look at the fire in the mind. We left the major system far behind, left their structure undermined.
All cheese of clay stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brr. Brr. Sign the deal blinds, that will the publishing, how I caught them. Reading legalese, the design to make your spirit hit rock bottom. Talking about clearance, talking about master splits and IP. They turning artistry into a commodity for the company. Every single beat drop got 10 lawyer picking at the bone. They make the money slow, so the entry rate is what you shown. The distributor cut the percentage off the gross to fine print. Great Deezy sees the truth now, I know exactly what they meant. This ain't music, it's a trying to steal the signal, trying to corrupt the digital plan. They hide behind the metadata, hide behind the contract seal. They act like curators, but they just looking for the naked steal. We got Code Talker on the line, yeah, he breaks it down cold, exposing every clause that they were hoping wouldn't be told. My independence is the firewall, keeping all my earnings clean. We the new standard, wiping out the corporate legal machine. Yeah, look at the E and O, errors and omissions, that's where they reside. You got your master mortgage just to cover up that greedy pride. They talk about synchronization, I talk about digital change. Every publishing house is just a middleman absorbing all your gain. Check the boilerplate, check the term for termination in advance. They say you the dream, then they trap you in a permanent trance. My flow is algorithmic, too fast for them to quantify. I'm breaking down the closet, watch the whole industry cry. They let her talk shop, but they only talk about the paper route. Never about the message, never about the power that we shout out. They send the
That's because you still have the healer spirit, Kate.
We built our own empire, standing tall above the corporate cloud. They got the same 4 producers, same 3 writers on rotation, turning out the slot to meet the quarterly expectation. Your publishing live is strong, but my conviction stronger still. We taking back the value, putting the whole system on the grill.
Hooray, scan. Let's go.
Trying to steal the signal, trying to corrupt the digital plan. They hide behind the metadata, hide behind the contract seal. They act like curator, but they just looking for the next big steal. We got Code Talker on the line, yeah, he breaks it down cold, exposing every clause that they were hoping wouldn't be told. My independence is the firewall, keeping all my earnings clean. We the new standard, wiping out the corporate legal machine.
Alright, that'll be it for the hip-hop. But you know, Kate, all things considered, and considering the fact that you are literally our raid healer, it makes sense that you would want to play Buff Luna for the boss. But then that also means that, are you daring to tell me that you buff randoms? My god, Katie. You actually participate socially? Instead of being an isolated weirdo like me? Wow. That's incredible. Nice job, though. Nice job. It's very interesting to see people's personalities overall. Across video games, I've always felt that people's personalities shine through. Like I said, it doesn't surprise me. You are the one that preserves. You and Donnie are the ones that preserve us the most during the raids. So it makes sense. It makes sense to me. Whereas me, I prefer to attack from the front. And if attacking from the front doesn't work, you're not attacking the front. Ever since I once played Protoss, alright, in StarCraft, I learned that you must charge the enemy for ire. And that's all a man should do. Well, I mean, that's true though. Like, Marvel Rivals, I think, is one of the few games where I don't play DPS or tank. I literally will play healer. Which is odd, but... Well, I guess I'm more of a flex player, but healer is probably the best role to contribute anyway. Because no good heals equals GG. Well, in that case, Vex Baron says that, you know, he likes it and it's a lot of fun, so maybe try it out. Like I said, I don't play Ezimo, so, you know, try it out, report back. Let me know if it's, like, meta fun or maybe it's just fun, whatever. Lurk away, Eddie. Lurk away. I'm literally doing nothing important. Like, literally zero important things. I'm just seeing how many points I can accumulate today and then not touch this until next week. Just doing my part to contribute to team style. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? You're playing Ark. Survival Evolved. Bruh. Bruh, you should come here and just do boring shit with me, Eddie. You know? If you're not on Where Winds Meet, then you should come here and just do this boring shit and we can be bored out of our minds. Now, I know you're probably playing Arc Raiders. But I cannot wrap my head around extraction shooters, my guy. Extraction shooters and me just explode. But do well and do your best. Yeah, I know it's Arc Raiders. That's why I said Ark Survival Evolved, just to mess with you. I know it's Arc Raiders. Nobody will be playing Ark Survival Evolved. But if you enjoy Arc Raiders, go for it. Like I said, I just can't. Like, extraction shooter and me, just like mentally speaking, I just check out completely. I tried it. I seriously tried it. I also realized I wasn't in my own voice room this entire time. I seriously tried it. And just my brain just... I cannot do.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. Our soldiers have suffered extensive casualties while holding off the enemy onslaught. These resources were seized from the enemy fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion.
That is true. That I do not disagree. I mean, it was fun at first, but losing my gear, I was like, bruh. And it's not even a battle royale where I just find random gear, so I'm like, double bruh. I don't know, it felt like a more punishing battle royale to me, and I was like, I already don't like battle royale style games, and now you punish me double. Double bruh. Double bruh. So I literally just flipped the table. I couldn't do it. For y'all that might be used to it, maybe you'll feel that it's not that punishing. But for me, anytime that, no, it's true. But that makes it fairer for me here. The fact that there's no progression is completely okay. Because it's fair. Everyone is random. But when you can build gear, just saying, right? And one loss takes away the gear that I've built. Sure, I could build it again, but my mind goes, what's the point? You know? Nobody will ever be able to justify an extraction shooter to me. This was the first time I tried it because everyone begged me to try it. And after that one beta test, I said, nope, never again. Y'all have fun? I'm out. So you guys play it, you guys enjoy it. But it will never be the type of game for me. If I make gear, if I build gear, that's my gear. Nobody should be able to take it away. Okay, made it to ultimate tier. You have fun with that, Cobra. Extraction shooter is one whereby you drop in, basically you go into a battlefield, a certain map, you gather loot and you try to extract with as much loot as possible. If you die along the way, you lose everything, including the loot that you brought in. But you have the freedom to customize your loadout, you can choose what to bring. You know, you can bring supplies to help you along the way. I don't know how much they've changed it, Eddie, but back when I played in the beta, the freeload sucked ass. Could barely kill anyone with that stuff. It was kind of alright, but didn't really work out for me. But hey, if it's working for you, then go for it. But yeah, essentially that's what it does. You go in there, you gather your loot, extract with your loot, and then you use that, you can build stronger gear. So there is progression in that sense. Like I said, some people live for it, some people like it. It's not my style. Just like how survival and crafting games, also not my style. I can't be arsed with that. Although I know that others do love it. Like I got called upon to play games like, what was it? Nightingale, Enshrouded, all that kind of stuff. PAX Day. Like they actually sent me keys and stuff, but I actually declined. Dune Awakening was the last one that I did, and Like, it was alright, but having to build my home and go farm water all the time, I was like, bro, I'm here to just kill everybody in the desert. Like, why are you making me do this pointless shit? So I don't know, I didn't really enjoy it. I was hoping it would be more MMO with less survival, but it was like more like pure survival with some minor MMO. And yeah, there were a lot of problems with the end game, so I completely stopped that. Yes, everyone knows PUBG is a battle royale, sir. Oh, sorry, I didn't see Baron's statement. I thought you were just off the cuff remarking that PUBG was a battle royale. Lol. But yes, no, PUBG is not that. But battle royales are different. Battle royales, Baron, are where you drop in and you get random gear. So, like, you drop in, you get gear, and then, like, you use that gear to secure a victory. Like, I actually, from that perspective, find battle royales more fair because everybody is luck and chance. So, like, everybody's got the same chance of, you know, maybe finding some good gear, and then after that, ripping and tearing, you know? So, battle royales have that format. They're also, like, action, extraction shooter with battle royale mixes. There was one game that I really enjoyed, and it's the only one I ever enjoyed. It was an extraction shooter called The Cycle. Alright, so it was an extraction shooter mixed with a battle royale kind of format, and it was so good, but the problem is that the player base was too small and the devs couldn't handle all the cheaters. So basically every round was all cheaters. I could win several rounds of that game because I had a very good loadout, and like you could pick your loadout, and I had very good skills with the loadout, but it didn't mean like you could still go around the world and find stuff or secure lots of points and things like that. It was so much fun. I love The Cycle, and I was really good at it too. But oh well. Hunt I've never played. They tapped me for it a while back, but I think at the time Darktide was really hot, so I declined Hunt. And Dune definitely died, but I don't much care about it because at the end of the day, they betrayed my expectations. I told them I want an MMORPG. They gave me something that I said I wouldn't play. So I stopped caring about it. I got my free deluxe edition key, played it for a little while, had my fun, I'm out. Hello indeed, Lux. I should be getting more coins. The boost is on. Sounds good, Katie. You should come here and get more coins with me. In fact, now that I know that Katie talks, all right, you cannot get out of this. You should just come and like keep me awake when I'm playing this game.
We won't be losing any more soldiers for the time being.
Katie has a decent voice.
Thank you, Descendant. You're a lifesaver.
So I should bully her into, you know, keeping me awake one of these days if I ever play this again. Okay, anyway, I got like anyway, I got like 30 minutes left, so let's carry on. Conan definitely wouldn't be for me, Baron. I have been offered keys and stuff for that, but I actually declined them because I understood what it was about, and I said, nope, sorry. I am here for a pure MMORPG. Give me a sword, tell me to go kill a few thousand people, I'll do it. But you asked me to build something, you asked me to craft something, you asked me to do that kind of stuff. Sorry, dear sir or ma'am, I cannot do that, and I will not do that. I humbly, politely decline with all energy in my body.
Casualties while holding off the enemy onslaught. These resources were seized from the enemy fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion.
With all the politeness in my heart, I would straight up just refuse. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, can't do it, man. Can't do it. Like the Souls-like aspect, I can appreciate, but survival builder, oof. Oof. If I have to even build anything that's not a weapon, I will immediately scream. The moment they say, build your shelter, survive, hunger mechanic. Oh, you have to eat? No, thanks. In fact, that's actually what turned me off the old Monster Hunter games. But when Wilds came out and I realized all I have to do is just eat a meal and occasionally just provide myself with rations, it became more of a combat hunting simulator, and I was like, okay, I dig that. Now I can live with that. But initially, the first few Monster Hunter games did not interest me because I remember way back when you'd have to cook your meals in the field, bring along plenty of well-done steaks. Hunts could take like 30 minutes. It was some crazy ass shit. But Wilds flipped the game. It's just a shame about its performance being so bad that it never really recovered. But I can like that about Wilds, you know? And I hope that the next game in the series will be even better, or if they're gonna do more DLC for Wilds and like you know, make stuff even better, then hell freaking yeah. Give it to me, baby. Because Wilds is awesome. Like that brought me back to the Monster Hunter so hard. I'm not as much of a super fan as Lewis, but it did really sell me on Monster Hunter. Because I'm like, if this is what we're doing, I'm down, you know?
This is great.
Hey, Natasha, how's it going? Hope you're doing good, Tash. You mentioned that, Baron will get very excited. Doing very good. Well, that's good, Baron. That's a good thing. You must do something that you enjoy. You must enjoy something that you do. That is the way of champions. But yeah, doing good, Tash. Not really doing anything important, just doing mindless repetitive tasks. Because, like I said, today I'm going to be busy. So later I've got to go for my family thing. And I won't be streaming tonight, of course. Because during this period is also kind of my break. I will be streaming tomorrow morning, but not tonight. So I was taking it easy. Decided, like, since I don't have a lot of time, I'll just come here and do some repetitive shenanigans. And that's exactly the shenanigans I'm participating in now. Yubba 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 yubba. Dabba dabba doo. No problem, thanks. Appreciate the good wishes. Come on. Next. I still feel like some of the points that I got yesterday didn't count. I don't know why. I feel like I should have more points than I accumulated, but maybe I'm wrong. I still feel like for this event, right, they should have made it so that every enemy killed would just be one time shard. This would make so much more sense.
This is your grave.
Instead of enemies just dropping shards, they should just give one shard per enemy. But then I would be drowning in shards.
We won't be losing any more soldiers for the time being.
How much time
Thank
do
you,
I have
Descendant.
left? I have
You're
time for one
awesome.
more. Alright, last one. Let's go. Whee. Okay, last one. I've forgotten about this dance. It was only made for one singular purpose. Unless they ever introduce more dances into this game. And we all know the one purpose this dance was made for.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. Our soldiers have suffered extensive casualties while holding off the enemy onslaught. These resources were seized from the enemy fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion.
Wave 1 completed.
Watch your feet.
Give me shards. I gotta say though, I'm really looking forward to getting back to Where Winds Meet tomorrow. I need to parry and slay. more than happy to fulfill my purpose of contributing to this event, but that's it for me. Pew! Pew! My time shards. Let's head down there. Now, come on, shards.
How was that? This is your grave. Melt away. Watch your feet. Loading.
Unlikely, my friend. But I can play you whatever you want next time. What did you have in mind, if you don't mind me asking? Because I'm probably gonna leave straight after this. Oh, sure. Why not? Give me a second. If you really want it. There you go. Alright, ladies and gents, that does bring us to the end for today. Thank you for accompanying me on this particular morning. Now, I'll be heading off. Alright. Remember, you won't see me tonight, but you will see me tomorrow back on my usual content for Where Winds Meet. Alright, we're going to be ramping up and getting ready for Monday. Monday, of course, is our raid day. So, look forward to that. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Okay? Catch you later, fam. Have a good one. Enjoy the weekend with your families.